What's up? What's up? Maroon Rhythms here, guys, and today I want to do something special. I want to give you guys a basic industry standard recording template. All the templates that you can go see on YouTube right now, full of these big name industry artist templates. I think it's important to highlight how to break some of this down and how these templates actually begin, because they're giving you these templates that are full of stuff. But honestly, if you don't know how to use it, or if you don't even know how Pro Tools works, it's hard to get a understanding of how to properly use that template, how to properly work it. So I want to give you guys how to start an industry standard recording template that you can use at home or in any studio right now if you want to just start recording. Let's get into it. So first thing I'm doing here is I'm opening up Pro Tools, and just to give you guys a little bit of background, I have definitely recorded a few industry artists, and I've been doing this for a while now. And all of the templates that are out there in YouTube land right now that people are giving, they say, oh, Young Thug's template or this person's template, that person's template. They're accurate and they're good templates, but I think they're overwhelming and they need to be broken down. And so this is the basis of it here. So we're gonna set up a new session right now, and we're going to go to 48, 32, name it. Let's put your name and then put template. Let's put industry template. I'm gonna make sure I save it I'm gonna save it on the desktop for now, but you guys make sure you press location and put it in your session folder. And then we're gonna hit create. So if I was starting from scratch, this is how I would create my template. So I would open a few tracks. Let's go to new. Let's start with one mono recording track. Let's start with it simple, one aux track. We can always make more. And then let's do one stereo aux track. Let's do one stereo master fader. Okay, let's create that. Okay, and here's how we're gonna start it. So I'm going to create this first track here as a recording track. I'm going to record on this track. So I'm going to put record. I'm going to put this to a color that I want. That's good. And then I'm going to make this right here, make this route to this aux right here. So basically what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to make this aux track a group track so that I can run everything into this track. You'll see what I mean in a second, how all this works. So let's make this a new bus. Let's choose 5 and 6. Why not? Any number. Rename record aux. Right. Let's make this another color. I like the purple blue. And then I'm going to also put this as record aux. And then I'm going to route this output right here. I can search for it, record aux, or of course I can find it right here in the bus. Okay, so now everything that is here is going to run to here automatically. So what happens is when I press record here, you see the audio automatically running to my record aux here, and that's because I routed it. So look, if I don't route it, if I route it straight to the speaker, it's just going to go to my master fader. But if I go to record aux, it will go there. So you'll see why this comes in handy. So next, I'm going to duplicate this, and I am going to create another track. So what you want to do is you want to put this track, let's call it lead 1. Let's make it a different color. Let's duplicate it one more time. Okay, let's name this one lead 2. And what we're going to do now is we are going to duplicate this aux, but we're going to change up where it's going. So no longer record aux. We're going to go to, I have a Vox 1 already here, but if you guys want to just choose a number or, yeah, choose any group you want and just name it, right click it and name it Vox 1. I'm going to click on my Vox 1 right here because I already have one. Okay, Vox 1. I'm going to name this Vox 1. Now I'm going to highlight these. Boom, hold shift, highlight them. And I'm going to change this option shift, hold, and it will change them both. And I will change this to Vox 1. Wherever it is, here it is. Okay, boom, Vox 1. Now I can do the same thing. I can replicate this process. Right. Let me not duplicate both. Let me duplicate. Actually, yeah, why not? Let me actually get some more of these. Let me make 4. So I can actually get these right here, make a whole nother group. Let's say I want these to be backgrounds. So I can go to Vox 1, duplicate this again. Let's just choose a number this time, 910, rename it, background. And then I can route these to background. So these are how these guys are creating these templates. This is how you're supposed to create them for yourself in the way that you want to work. It's really custom. That's why everyone's template is a little different. It's not magic. This is not something where, oh, this person's template is better than this person. It's really however they want to work. So right now we have 3 different auxes. We got record aux, Vox 1, and we got backgrounds. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Let's right click this. Let's make a new one. So these are just, you can choose, of course, any color you want. I am going to choose my traditional Jamaican colors. And I will make this 1112. Ad lib. So let's make that the ad lib aux. So that's going out to right now nothing because we have to create it. So I'm going to duplicate this. And I'm going to put ad lib right here. Right, so all of these, right now, all of these tracks, their output is one of these auxes right here, which is super important. This is how you begin. So when I press record on any of these, it's going to show up on whatever aux that it is going out to. So that is the start. Now what I can do is we can go look at our tracks right here. We can put a auto-tune. So you guys need to buy auto-tune. I like EFX. That's the one I use. You can use Pro, you can use Artist, whatever you want. EFX is the one for me. I like to keep it off. Let's put it on legato. Let's leave it how it is because I'm not recording anybody at the moment. And then I'm going to leave it bypass when I'm recording. And then I'm going to just copy it to all of these other tracks right here. Just in bypass mode because I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. For example, if somebody's rapping, I may not use it at all. So I'm going to do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, what else should I do to my tracks here? We're going to have to create some effects, right? We want some reverb and delay when we record. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another aux. Oh, this ad lib aux right here. I actually have to rename it ad lib. I could just rename it ad lib aux. It's fine. Okay, so what I can do here is I'm going to duplicate some aux tracks. So these aux tracks that I'm duplicating, it's the same as going here and doing a stereo aux input, right? And I can put 2 and it's going to create new ones. So, but just to keep the colors the same and, you know, etc., it's just easier to duplicate. So let's put in reverb and let's put in delay, right? That spelling is going to bother me. Okay, so what I can do here is I can put on some reverb, or a lot of these guys use the Valhalla vintage verb. They use this instead. Whatever you have is fine. If you don't want to go out and buy a bunch of plugins right now, you can start with reverb, right? So I start with this. Make sure the mix is all the way up. You can start with whatever setting you like when you record, and you can test this out and see what you want to do. So start it on like Hall for now. That's fine. The delay, the most popular delay is the H delay right here. I would recommend to go buy this real quick. Analog down, ping pong, 1/8 filter. Put this up. That's my favorite starting point. Or what you can do if you do not have that plugin, you can use the ones that come with Pro Tools or whatever DAW you're using. You can go to delay. Let's see. I never use this, but I'm sure I could figure it out. So right here, yeah, the mod delay. So this is going to sync to your tempo. So whatever tempo you have when the beat comes in, if the tempo is 90, for example, these notes here are going to sync to that. So you just put in the note that you want. If you want to affect both sides, you hold shift and both sides move at the same time. So you can select whatever note that you want. Let's leave it right there. And let's, this doesn't have, oh, it does have a little bit of a filter. What I would do is I would put a EQ and just do a little filtering a little bit. It doesn't have to be so harsh. Let's just do a little filtering, maybe like this. I would have to hear it, but yeah, let's try about that. All right. And then what I would do here is I have my inserts and my sends. If you guys don't see them, you can right click. You have your inserts and their sends here that it will show if it's not showing anything here. So I like to have inserts and sends and IO there, and track color, yes. And that's about it. That's really all I need showing on this window. So what I can do here is I can put Reverb Send. Oops, sorry, I'm in inserts. Reverb Send. I actually don't need F through J. Let me take that out. Yeah. Reverb Send. And then did we select reverb right here? Nope, no input. So right here, to send to this, for this to actually work, we're going to be sending to this reverb, which you'll see in a sec. Again, we need it to have somewhere to go. So I already have one here. Again, you guys can click a number and rename it to reverb. I have one. So reverb there, delay. This one I put delay 1/8, so we'll call it that. Delay 1/8. And then, so reverb should be sending. So this is how we can check what's going to the record aux, this track. So if we record enable, okay. Now let's put it up. Yes, do I hear reverb? I do. Perfect. Which means the reverb is lined up. Everything is sending out to the master channel where it's supposed to be. And the delay, delay 1/8 is the one I believe I just did. Let's see. Hello, hello. Yes. Let's go. Okay, so this delay needs a little bit more feedback. I'm gonna hold shift. Let's give it like a 20 something percent feedback. Yeah. Okay. Let's lower that back down. So what I can do here is I can leave this a little bit up. Let's take this off for a sec. So I can leave these settings. I can try recording on a beat and leave these up to where I like them. And then I can copy these settings to these right here, just temporarily, or you can leave them down. However you guys like to record is up to you. So I have it all set up here. And then, yes, of course, one of the most important things, what I'm putting on this track here, compressor. So I love using the RVox. That is my go-to first compressor here. So my settings are, let's turn this on. So you have to record to really get good settings. And it depends on your, let me turn this off. It depends on your what's it called? It depends on what you have coming in. Sorry, it depends on your external preamp or what's coming in, how much signal's coming in. That's how much you want to set this this compressor to. So I pretty much like to do that. Put a little bit of the gate up. That will cut off. As you can see, it's cutting off my voice. The more that I raise it up, it's cutting it off, cutting it off, cutting it off. Now it's open. So that cuts off any extra noise when it drops. Right, so anything below this threshold right here that you see is gonna it's gonna drop off that, it's gonna cut out that completely, the noise. So I got this going, and then this gain is gonna be how I'm gonna control if I want to turn myself up or down. That's how I do it. I don't like to do it in the faders. So we're gonna start with that, and then I'm going to copy this over here. Now if I was forced, let me take this off. Now, if I was forced to start a new session with no template, right? This is exactly how I would start it. And when I say with no template, what I mean is without my template to import. So usually when I go and I start a session with somebody, I have my template already created and I just import it. I'm ready to go. If I didn't have my template handy, I would just create a template, which I haven't. I always have my template handy, but if I had to, for some reason, I would create a template just like this to start, especially if I was working on a computer that didn't have a lot of processing power or memory or anything like that, and you want to keep it low. You don't want to add too many plugins, because the plugins, the templates that you see online, sometimes they have a lot going on. And also what I don't like is that they don't explain to people this part, how to actually start it, because this is important. You got to know the knowledge of how they even get to that point in the first place. So let's bring a mono audio track in. And this is going to be where you drop your instrumental, when you put it in. So I would just put it at like -6, something like that. And oh, it didn't go. Yeah, I'll put it somewhere around there. It's -6.5, because the beats are going to be coming in super loud. And then I'm going to be putting on so you guys can use, I don't know if I still have it. Let's see, Auto Key from Antares, from Autotune. I don't have it anymore, but I would put on Auto Key. It actually is available on your phone. You can actually download Auto Key and you can hold the audio up to find the key. Right, so that's definitely what you want to do. I'll get Auto Key later on and I'll show you guys. It's easier, but you would just put that on to find the key, and then you would match that up with the Autotune here. It says there's a button that says send to Autotune, and it will send to all of these if you're using that. So the Autotune settings always go by the key of the beat that you're putting in, so you can easily work in a simple template just like this. You do not need I wouldn't start with a bunch. I would start with just understanding how to use this, because I can use this right now, I promise you, with an industry artist, and I will do just fine. As long as I have my compression, my reverb, my delay, right, my EQ. Another thing that I don't want to forget about with you guys either is I'll give you a little bit of EQ. You can even use the 7-band. I would do this too. You could cut it at about 80. You can dip this out a little bit if you want to. It's completely up to you. You can see how it sounds with and without it. Just dip it a little bit. You can also, if you want to just make life easy and just get to a little bit of boosting so you get the goodies. You can even boost a little bit if you want to, up to you. And I would maybe start by putting that before the compressor. Right. And I would record just like this. You don't want to record with a bunch of plugins on because you want to know what's going on with your quality when you're coming in. So I would record on the track right here, right? Let's say I recorded, oops. I would record and then drag it down and then record. Sorry, guys. Drag it down, record, pressing the wrong button. Drag it down. So these would be all my leads. Stacking vocals. So as I stack them, you can also pan them out, right? Left and right, and make them wide like that. And yeah, that's pretty much how I would create a template to use right on the spot, right? And this is pretty close to my recording template or any other recording template that you see out there that the industry artists are using. It is based off of this simple template and structure and routing. It's based off of this. So if you learn this, you are already tons of steps ahead into getting super advanced at this. All right, guys. If you want to actually get in deep with recording and learning how to use this, below, sign up for my course, my recording engineer course, and I teach you everything about everything: how to set up your studio, how to set up your template in Pro Tools, how to record, how to set up an advanced template, how to record on a more advanced template. We're building off of all of these right here, and I'm getting you guys there as fast as possible. We're getting straight into recording. I'm not going to be here like, oh, well, let me teach you all the technical stuff about Pro Tools in the back end. No, we're starting to record right away as soon as possible. I'm teaching you the basics of EQ, compression, everything. Everything, the whole deal. And I think it's a great course. I spent a lot of time making it, and it's something I really wish I would have had. So if you want to dive deeper with this, please don't sleep on that. Get into that. The link is in the description. But yeah, start with this right now. If you have Pro Tools, start with setting up, following along with what I just did, and starting with using this type of template to record. Hope this helped you out, guys. I will see you in the next one.